All right, welcome everybody. This is a review for MEOW 11. We are going to go over this test to help you in your studying to be able to retake this test. So MEOW 11, it's on graphing and creating lines. So let's go ahead and scroll and look at question 1 and 2. It says, for questions 1 and 2, graph the lines using any method, but show work. So I'm gonna start off with I guess I'll do the trick because that's the easiest one and the one that's gonna be most efficient. The first thing you do if I have an equation is we look at this y-intercept. That tells us where to put the first point. So here we go, on the y-axis, that one's the y-intercept. Then we are going to look at our slope. Our slope is a number in front of the x. It has a negative, so that means I'm going to go down and over. And I can turn that into a fraction to look like this. So negative 2 over 1, and this means down 2, and then the 1 means right 1 because it's positive. If it were a negative 1, then I would go to the left 1. If it were a positive 2, I would be going up 2. So the top value is your y, that means up and down, and your bottom value is your x, so you go left to right. So here I'm going to go down 2, because that's what it says, negative 2, and then to the right 1, and put my dot. Follow the same pattern, down 2 to the right 1. It doesn't matter if you make the jump on the top or below, it doesn't matter. Or if you go to the right like this, down 2, and then when I say go to the right, I mean like make your jumps looking like it's going to the right as opposed to the left. It really doesn't matter. Okay, so go down 2 and then to the right 1. Keep doing that same pattern until you get to the edge of the graph. Now the easy part is to make your straight line-ish, I should say, but that's how it should be done. Okay. If you got confused and you did y equals 2x plus 5, let me show you how that would look. You would still put the dot at positive 5 because that's a y-intercept, but this will be up to right 1. Well, I don't have enough room on my graph, so I can go the opposite way and go negative 2, negative 1. That means down 2, left 1. And when I do that, I'm still following that same kind of procedure. And this works down 2 to the left 1 because a negative divided by a negative is a positive, and I still get the positive slope of 2 when it's y equals 2x plus 5. And that's going the opposite way of the green line because it's a positive slope. Positives go up from left to right for lines, and negatives go down from left to right. So if you look at the green line, the slope was negative, so it's going down. If the slope was positive, then it would be going up. It would be going right. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at number 2. I look at my y-intercept first, and I go down to negative 2. Then it says 1/3. It's already a fraction. It wasn't a whole number like how it was over here where I had to turn it into a fraction to make it easier for me. It's already a fraction. So what this means, it's positive 1, so that means I'm going to go up 1. 3 is positive, so that means I'm going to go to the right 3. If it were negative 1, I would go to the left. Sorry, if it were negative 1, I'd be going down 1. And if it were a negative 3, I would be going to the left 3. So I have my dot at negative 2. Now I'm going to go up 1. Oops. Oh, I don't even know how I did that. Okay, I'm going to go up 1 and to the right 3. 1, 2, 3. And try it again. Up 1, 1, 2. Oh, I can't go any further. So I want to make my line to the edge of the graph. So instead of doing positive 1, positive 3, I'm going to do negative 1 over negative 3 because that's the same thing because a negative divided by a negative is a positive. And this is now saying I'm going to go down 1, left 3. Okay, down 1, left 3. Look, it's still following the same kind of pattern to go the opposite way. Okay. So erase these lines and practice it again. All right, so stop this video, erase those lines and practice it again. All right, practice them. Practice for number 1, practice the black line and the green line so that you have that practice. Okay. Stop the video and then press play when I'm done. Stop the video when I'm done talking and then press play to come back to the video and I'll go over the next problem. Just press stop now. All right, welcome back. Let's go ahead and look at questions 3 and 4. For questions 3 through 4, write the linear equation from the graph. So I have to do y equals. Okay, so in order to do that, it's like using the trick as well. Here's the y-intercept, so I know it's going to be plus 4 for this one. Here's my y-intercept, so I know it's going to be plus 2. Okay, there's going to be an x in there. I got to figure out what that value is right there, what that slope is. And if I look at number 3, it's going up. So it's going to be a positive number for the slope. And if I look at number 4, it's going down. So it's going to be a negative number for the slope. Okay. But let's see how far down. So I'm going to go from here to see where, if there's another intersection. There's an intersection right there and an intersection right there. So I'm going down 2, that's negative 2, over to the left 1. Oh, that's the same thing as just positive 2. So positive 2. Makes sense because it's going in a positive direction. So our equation is y equals 2x plus 4 for number 3. For number 4, I'm going down 1 and then 1, 2 to the right. So that's a positive 2. So it's negative 1/2. It makes sense because look, I have a negative right there. So negative 1/2. And that's my equation. Y equals negative 1/2 x plus 2. And it doesn't matter, remember, if you have the negative on top, if you have the negative on bottom, or if you have the negative in the middle, it's still the same thing. So make sure you recognize that. All right, number 4. It says pick one to find the slope below. Well, in order for you to find that slope, you need to know the equation of slope. The equation for slope is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, so I should label these x1, y1, x2, y2, and then just plug it into the equation. All you need to do is follow that equation. So y2 I labeled as 12, so 12 minus y1 is 3, over x2 is negative 2 minus x1, which is negative 3. Okay, I'm going to rewrite it down here. 12 minus 3. Okay, so I'm just write 12 minus 3. I'm going to simplify first. Negative 2. These two turn into a positive. It's best to rewrite it and do one step at a time. I keep going. 12 minus 3 is 9. Negative 1 plus 3 is 1. That's the same thing as 9. So my slope is 9. M means slope. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to stop the video when I'm done talking and try B. If you are not stopping the video and trying it yourself, this is not studying. This is called copying. So you should stop the video when I'm done talking, try this problem, and then press play again to see if you got it right. Okay, go ahead and try it. Good luck. All right, welcome back. So the first thing we should do is label these. Okay, and then write our equation. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. All right, then just follow the formula. y2 is 6 minus y1. Oh, if you look right here, I put y2 instead of y1. That should be a 1. Okay, so then we do y2, 6 minus y1, which is negative 3. Do not just write like this. That means 6 minus 3, as if y1 was a positive 3. It's not, it's a negative 3. Okay, so be careful with that. Now x2 is 7 minus x1, which is 4. Okay, I'm going to simplify. 6 plus 3, these two turn into a positive, over 7 minus 4. I'm going to rewrite it down here. 6 plus 3 is 9 over 7 minus 4 is 3, and that makes 3. So if your slope was 3, you did that correct. If it was not, please try these problems again before moving on. Okay, do not go past number 4 until you have mastered A and B and can do them both on your own. So stop the video right now when I'm done talking and try these problems again on another piece of paper. Do it and don't move on until you can do these ones by yourself. Okay, press pause now and do that, and then come back to the video to go over number 5. Go ahead. All right, number 5. It says pick one to find the equation of the line that passes through the given point and has a given slope. All right, so here's my slope, here's my point. Okay, so x1, y1, and I'm given m. So the equation is y minus y1 equals m times the quantity of x minus x1. And all I'm doing is plugging in numbers for these values right there. So just use what's given to us. Y minus 6, because that's y1, equals m, which is 3, times x minus x1, which is negative 5. That's what I should have. So all I did was plug numbers in. Now I'm just going to simplify because I can see that I can turn these into a plus, so x plus 5. After I do that, I need to do the distributive property to continue simplifying. So y minus 6, I don't touch anything over there yet. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times positive 5 is positive 15. Okay, so distributive property. Now I'm going to add 6 to both sides, and that will be our very last step. And I get 21. Okay, so before you try part B, I want you to stop this video when I'm done talking and then try B on your own to see if you can get it correct. Try it. If you're not trying it and just skipping towards my answers, you are just copying. You're not studying. Use this time wisely. Okay, I'm giving you this time right now to practice this. So use the time wisely. So stop it when I'm done talking. Take 5 minutes, try this problem, and then press play. Go ahead now. All right, welcome back. So this is x1, y1, and this is m. So y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, so y minus negative 6 equals 5 times x minus 3. I can simplify this. That makes y plus 6 equals 5 times x, and then 5 times negative 3 is a negative 15. All right, then minus 6 to get y by itself. Y equals 5x minus 21. Very similar to the other one. Look at the numbers. They're pretty much the same number. 5, 3, and 6. Okay. All right, so hopefully you got that right. If not, then please do not move on to number 6 until you do that. Until you can do A and B for part 5 correctly on your own. Okay, this is part of the studying, so try it again. All right. All right, press pause now and go ahead and try that and then come back. Go ahead. All right, so if we look at number 6, it says pick one to find the equation of the line that passes through both points. So in this case, we have to find slope first. Then we need to use point slope form. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and try that. So m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, so let's go ahead and try that. So then I get m equals negative 7 minus 2 over 5 minus 2. That makes negative 9. over 3, and that makes negative 3. So my slope right now is negative 3, but I'm not done, right? I just found my slope. That was slope. That's my equation for slope. But now I need to do point slope form, which is the y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, so when you do this one, you just pick whichever point you want. I'll do the first one since they're both positive. That will be the easiest. All right, and then I'm going to use this slope. So my slope is negative 3, and my point is 2, 2. All right, so y minus, this is x1, y1. Y minus 2 equals negative 3x minus 2. So y minus 2 equals negative 3x plus 6 because I did my distributive property. Add 2, add 2. So y equals negative 3x plus 8. That is my equation for A. Okay, so if that was too fast for you, I suggest you trying this problem again on a separate piece of paper until you can get this one on your own. Remember, that's part of studying. Don't just copy it. Don't waste time. You try it. Okay, so pause this video now before we move on to part B. Go ahead, pause now. All right, welcome back. Let's go ahead and look at B. So I'm going to label these. And then I'm going to write my equation for slope because that's the first thing I need to do. All right, you should not be moving on to part B until you have done part A on a separate piece of paper and you got it correct on your own without looking at the notes. If not, pause this video now and go do that. All right, so I'm going to plug this in. So y2 is negative 15 minus negative 7. And then x2 is negative 5 minus negative 3. Oh, well, there's a lot of negatives in here. So let me simplify this to look like this. Because two negatives next to each other make a positive. It's the same thing as saying like negative times a negative, and it's positive. All right, so with this, we get negative 8 over negative 2, which equals 4. So my slope is 4 for part B. If that's not something you understand, please try it again. All right, then part 2 is to do y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, my slope is 4, and I'm going to just pick the first point. It doesn't matter if you pick the first point or the second point. You'll still get the same answer if you're doing the math correct. Okay, so this is x1, y1. So y minus negative 7 equals 4 times x minus negative 3. Okay, let me simplify first before I do any distributive property. All right, so now I can continue and do my distributive property. 4 times x is 4x. 4 times 3 is 12. So I minus 7 to get y by itself. So y equals 4x minus 5. That's 12 minus 7. All right. So try both of these problems on your own again on a separate piece of paper. All right. If you're studying for a retake, I'm expecting to see you trying these on another piece of paper and stapling it to this in order for you to retake the test. All right. Otherwise, you just copied all this and you're going to have to do it again. So please make sure that if I said for you to stop the video and try it again on your own on a separate piece of paper, that you did do that. If not, I'm not going to accept it because that means you're just copying it down and you're not trying it. This is studying. This is part of studying. This video is only about 20 minutes long because I'm giving you time to try these problems on the side on your own. All right, it needs to be attached to this assignment in order for you to be able to retake the test. All right, good luck.